Welcome to the Home Talk podcast brought to you by Bet Naija, your home of Bet Boom. If it is interactive, if it is informative, if it is engaging, if we are going to troll, if we are going to banter, you know it is the Home Talk podcast. And every fortnight I do this with such great player. The people went there with me now, people will say, there's a big football. And then they talk and where. If you be Arsenal fan, Man U fan, Chelsea fan, Real Madrid, Barcelona, any club where they support, unless you are doing well, Koboko will touch you. Don't worry. It's all fun. It's all love. Now, that's all they do. Let me begin first with the introduction of the man who mesmerizes on the microphone. He dazzles. Every time we say, in the collect, in go always bounce back. Unfortunately, na Ikpadawa Abija system, na me know because he's an Arsenal fan. The one and the only Sawadinho! It's always good to have you here. It's easy to pick on you. Arsenal. Ladies and gentlemen, this man rose with the high and mighty. Yes, now, with the talk of Mikel Obi, with the talk of Samuel Eto'o Fields, with the talk of Victor Osimhen. Both domestic and international. He's everywhere around the world. CAF recognize him. FIFA in view by the special grace of God. The one and the only Pooja! Baba, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Our good luck champ. Anytime when you day, when we gather games, time they be.
Boom.
And ladies and gentlemen, this man appears once in a blue moon. If you look at him well, from certain angle, you go see, say, they give that mild shine. Because we know they see him anyhow. And when we see him, we know it is serious talk and great business. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Sheggz Pooja! You are welcome, Babami.
Happy to be back.
Yes,
Excited.
thank you. Thank you very much. So, remember, Bet Naija has upped the ante. Maximum payout is now 200 million. You don't get anybody when they do them. So why go for 100,000? Why go for 1 million? Wake up. Boom! Chase your dream. 200 million. Now only Bet Naija they run them. And remember, please, follow us on YouTube. Subscribe, I beg. So that you will get the notification and you go to follow us back to back because opportunities there for people when they YouTube. If you share idea, we look and say this thing good. We discuss am here. You go feel win from the prize money and the plenty gifts we will carry come. So let me just rub my hands, bedman style, and delve straight into the conversation.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing Bet Boom. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Naija.
So we begin first with the oldest competition in club football, 1871, the FA Cup. And there's something synonymous with the FA Cup. Every season, you go get one giant killer. As it is like this now, before we even talk about the people where they reason their manager somehow, let's talk about Plymouth, Liverpool. Did anybody expect that outcome? Plymouth, Liverpool.
How would anybody expect
predict a team that is struggling in the championship? They are bottom. They just sacked Wayne Rooney. They have a new manager, and I just feel like it's even better for them to lose out of the FA Cup and even focus on the league.
Survival. So focus on survival.
Survival, because if they get it, they're going to League One. So it's better for them to even stay in the league as they focus on the league. But now, nobody believed that Liverpool will be knocked out even before the round of 16. Round of 16, right?
I'm sure we're all surprised about the outcome of Liverpool. But let's talk about Chelsea losing to Brighton.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I'm super excited for Plymouth because every single round of the FA Cup, teams get money. So the lower teams, it's very important for them to go through every single round. So I'm just happy for them because part of the reason why they're at the bottom, like you mentioned, Pooja, is because financially they're struggling. Yeah. So them beating Liverpool is huge for them. The money's really going to go around and help them. So I'm happy for them and I hate Liverpool anyway. So,
Yeah, we hate Liverpool. We're happy for Plymouth. Arsenal, at least when I don't get people in go join una.
Now get the people join us.
No, we still the FA Cup now. Brighton, Chelsea, did you see that coming?
Of course, it's not. There's nothing surprising in that fixture.
But Brighton had
Chelsea.
struggled now.
It doesn't matter. They know how to play against the big boys. They know how to get the result against the big boys. So I mean, there was nothing surprising about the Brighton Chelsea result. Like we said here a few weeks ago, Chelsea. I mean, they are struggling. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Their run at some point was a fluke. You understand? This team is yet to actually come together into one cohesive unit, and become, that dream team that they think they have. You understand? And it's not a surprise that Brighton know how to upset the big guys. If they can do it against Manchester United, Man City, and the rest of them, come on, Chelsea. They can always get a result against Chelsea. I actually expected that result, to be very frank.
Sheggz, so I know you hate Liverpool, but Liverpool fans are in the finals of the Carabao Cup. They're also doing well in the Champions League, and they are sitting on top of the EPL. Do you think that Liverpool fans will look at Slot and say, it'd be like, make we not even put all our eggs inside the same basket? This is okay. Whether we lose or not, it's okay. Or do you think they'll be concerned considering the team they lost to?
I don't think they'll be concerned. Of course, no team wants to lose, but I feel like they're having such a great season. I feel like going on from Klopp, like the manager is doing a great job. I think he moved players around in the right way. You can see the freedom that Trent is playing with. He's been able to move Trent a little bit to give him more freedom. And the other players are doing well as well. So I feel like, genuinely speaking, if I was a Liverpool fan personally, I wouldn't be that upset. Of course, I wouldn't mind staying. Of course, like if I can win all 4 trophies, then I'll win all 4 trophies. But they're still doing well in 3. They're going to most likely win the Prem. I think it's a good season for them, to be honest.
Talking about people who are not enjoying the season, twice in 1 week, for Tottenham Hotspur. He lost against Aston Villa. And people are looking at Postecoglou and they are saying, it is expected that given his history in his second season, he will do well. But Ibila say they don't jinx the man now. Do you think it is time for, Spurs to come back and say, Baba, that your LJ ball when they play? Ibila say the thing, no, they go with our own. Make we go back to the drawing board and restructure.
Well, I don't think any manager can survive what is actually going on at Spurs. When a team is losing or is missing like 10 of their senior players, key players, I don't think any team in the world, can survive that kind of injuries that are suffering at Spurs. Even Arsenal with only Saka, we know how they are struggling. Now they'll be meeting Martinelli. We know what happened to, what is happening to Man City, only Rodri, and everything seems collapsing. So if you look at the injuries to that team, all their back 4 is injured, and they've been injured for the past 4-5 months. So, but unfortunately, and the way they lost out back to back, I think it will send maybe signals to, of course, to the hierarchy, like, okay, what are we doing? But if you look at what is going on with the team, with the injuries, I don't think any manager, if you have a full squad and they're having this kind of season, I can say, okay, fine, you need a new manager. But with the injuries, I don't think any manager can survive.
And that back-to-back elimination, let's not forget, it was the semi-final of the Carling Cup.
True.
Of the Carabao Cup. It was a semi-final of the Carabao Cup. So it wasn't as if they were knocked out at the early stages of the competition. They got all the way. They're just 1 match shy from the last game, So, just like you said, the injury crisis. But I think Spurs, their problem now more spiritual. I mean, this is a club that doesn't even want to win anything. Who sacks a manager with 1 final to go? And you know that the manager
that has a reputation of winning
finals.
Exactly.
So I mean, that's spiritual matter.
Interesting. Talking about people when they say go, they thank their stars because waiting there if you use go check them. Day for the 4th round of the FA Cup. Manchester United. Did Manchester Sheggz? You're the man you might hear. Did Manchester United scam their way to the 5th round of the FA Cup?
To be honest, I feel like it's about time we have some luck, to be honest. So,
luck now.
Yeah. I think we're deserving of the luck. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Tough season. Like, I genuinely think we deserve the luck. So, yeah, I think people say it was offside, it was this, was that. I don't care. We got the win. I'm very, very happy. I'm excited. So, for me, it's like, at least if we can go far in at least one competition and actually get somewhere, it will just give us Man U fans something to be happy about, because the weekends are very, very difficult for us right now. You know what I mean? So I'm happy for once in a long time. Yeah.
So, a lot of people have spoken about referee decisions and how officiating to a considerable degree affects outcomes of games. Now, looking at this incident that happened now, do you think it's time to say whether na third round, whether na fourth round, make we apply VAR so that this kind of thing won't happen after Leicester don't sweat, do everything what they do, can't lose for additional time? You think, the people who administer football should take a look at this?
I think organizers miss that human error a lot. And I think that human error used to add, whether you like it or not, a little bit of flavor to the game. You understand?
If you are not at the receiving end.
If you are not at the receiving end, because there's no reason why VAR should not be at the very beginning of the tournament, because I think every stadium in the UK or can afford VAR facilities and all of that. So I think they miss that human error a little bit. That's why they tell you, the Carabao Cup, no VAR till maybe the semis, the FA Cup, no VAR at this stage, at that stage, and all of that. Then maybe at the later stages of the competition, you now have VAR. And it is because of the technological advent in football, that is why we can now look back and say, oh no, this was bad, this was poor. I mean, normally back in the day, we will only debate that in our homes, with the benefit of a replay. Cameroon come here, can't snatch a Nations Cup for our hand, even though we say the ball don't cross the line, you understand? So I think, like you said, if you are the receiving end, it's very painful. But if you are benefiting, just like Sheggz said, it's high time you get the luck as well. So that human error sometimes, it's just that the referee sometimes they intentionally make them clear and obvious ujuru. You understand? That's why we started introducing all of these goal line tech, offside, VAR and all of those things. But sad one for Leicester. Sad one.
Interesting. I just wanted to put this in. Did anybody see the Galatasaray last game? They considered a penalty.
Yeah.
Okay.
The away team, Morata scored, and they played like an additional, say maybe 15 minutes. And a player was down. Somebody stepped up to the manager, and the manager told everybody to exit the pitch. It is what they happen for Turkey.
The funny thing, I did something. I think for the last 2-3 weeks now, Jose Mourinho, of course, coach of Fenerbahce, have been putting stuff on his Instagram about officiating that is favoring Galatasaray. And this particular incident, against Adana,
yes,
he put the same penalty kick, that incident, on his Instagram page. And, the player walked out because they felt like the VR didn't actually, favored Galatasaray.
But they don't play for some additional minutes now.
So what happened was, I think they now watched over again and now decided to walk off the pitch because of that penalty. And immediately after that walkout, Jose Mourinho posted on Instagram and showed that particular incident. And I think it's high time for maybe, I don't know if they have any rules, maybe in Turkey that can forbid managers to be doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it should be everywhere.
I think because if you're outside the game, of course, normal influencers, content creators, even journalists, you can push those kind of content. But a manager of a club, Fenerbahce, pushing stuff that looks like they are favoring Galatasaray, I think is no, and of course it can bring so many controversies, and that's what the player did, the penalty, and they worked out.
He doesn't get enough sticks like he gets when he's in the Premier League. In the Premier League, he will just tell you. They tamed him a lot in the Premier League. That's why he say, if I speak, I'm in trouble.
Yes,
yeah, because so many laws.
Many laws. For me, I think the Premier League knows how to, beat you and force you not to cry, or dictate how you cry. You understand? Which is unfair. If you just, in clear terms, that's bullying. They beat you and they tell you that you cannot complain, or this is the only way you can complain.
Terms and conditions apply. If you be coach, you go follow the rules. Let's even make this interesting. Maybe we go just put small of the clip for the end. Maybe people tell us whether a penalty or no be penalty.
Yes.
As we don't analyze that like this, we just put small clip for the end. Mona tell us whether a penalty or no be penalty.
Yeah, because I think like, I love what Sarah was saying, by the way, because I think like with the FA, they do like a good job of that subtle bullying. Like I really love how you put it, because does everybody remember when like Ivan Toney had the ban? Yeah. And they basically allowed him play for such a long period of time till it was time for him to get called up for England. Yeah. And then they literally banned him right there and then, because they knew that what was going to hurt him the most
was not playing for the Three Lions.
Yeah, exactly, not playing for England. So like they know how to do that, to be honest.
So let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And This is really very, very difficult for me. But we go talk am because no matter where we say people go learn from now we dey discuss. Maduka Okoye. We just dey here say they carry out raid. He gets some kind things when concern this, that.
Yeah.
As he did like this now, investigations are ongoing, but it would appear like if the team no favor him, he would be in very big trouble. Let's talk about the Maduka Okoye situation and what our thoughts are.
Well, because investigations are ongoing, I don't think I would want to go in full blast, but we know what the rules are. I mean, he mentioned Ivan Toney earlier, and it was betting related and some other issues. Players know the rules. Players know what to do and what not to do, So I don't know what to say. I don't have anything to say. I don't have any opinion about it, but I'm looking at the goalkeeping department in the Super Eagles. If, for instance, now this matter does not go Maduka's way and he's probably giving a very serious ban, how does that affect the Super Eagles? For now, we don't really have any outstanding goalkeeper apart from Stanley Nwabali that came in before the Nations Cup and then just gave us a breather, from the terrible goalkeeping experiences we've been having in recent times, And Maduka Okoye, for all of his errors, especially against Tunisia, it looks like he's now enjoying the best of his football. You understand? And for this to be coming at this time, it's actually a big blow for the national team. I think his team can maybe replace him, but for the national team, we are short of good goalkeepers. You understand? I know some people will say, oh, this one there, this one there, this one there. But for several years, we didn't have a very decent goalkeeper, until Nwabali stepped up. And then as Nwabali step up, Maduka Okoye need to up his own game. Right now, whether we like it or not, he's doing well. So we just pray that he's vindicated at the end of the day and then he doesn't get to, get any punishment whatsoever, because whether we like it or not, we still need him in the setup of Super Eagles.
Very true. Now, as the new Super Eagles manager, considering this situation that the outcome might not favor you because you'll be losing, a very key player in that department, what do you think, Coach Eric would be thinking about now?
I think he needs to be looking. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like the scouting department, he really needs to be looking, because at the end of the day, like Sawa said, I think it's normal in football to investigate, and I hope that Maduka Okoye is vindicated, and I hope that he's not in the situation that he's in. But if he is in that situation, I think we haven't really had a good goalkeeper since Inyema. That's how I personally feel. Yeah. So I'll definitely be worried about the Super Eagles, especially going into AFCON and everything that's going on. I think it's very, very dicey. And like Sawa said, a lot of people are going to say, oh, there's someone here, this person is in Nigerian League, blah, 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 blah. I personally haven't seen anybody that I believe can really be that Victor Yema level goalkeeper. So I think for him, it's a tough job to find who can really do that job. So
interesting. So Pooja, you go there here, make we look 20 teams for the Nigeria Professional Football League, and we no get one keeper. When we say we fit beat our chair, because Sawa don't talk am, Sheggz don't reiterate am. Yeah. Pooja, you so wait, as we did like this now, the Nigeria Professional Football League, those 20 teams now, you not get any keeper for there when we even look, say, if this one come, we tweak am here, tweak am there, you go fit enter top 2 for Nigeria.
Well, the unfortunate thing that happened was the CHAN tournament that was postponed to August. If the CHAN tournament went, of course, it could have started now because
it's February
1st. You could have seen the local players, the local footballers, the MPFL players
in action.
Because if you look at the MPFL, you can say, okay, fine, the MPFL is a big league, but the competition in the MPFL cannot be compared to what is going on in Europe. So if you are any club in Europe, in a way, for a coach or a national team coach who wants a ready-made players, you always call the one in Europe.
Yeah.
But if you have had that tournament, maybe the CHAN tournament in February, you could have seen that maybe we'll see these goalkeepers in action, because we saw them qualifying for CHAN for the first time in 8-9 years. So now that means we have some level of quality in the domestic league for them to qualify after 8 years or 9 years. But unfortunately, we don't have them. Maybe by August, we now start to look inward, because like Sheggz said, if at the end of the day, it was found good, talking about Okoye, you now need to look inward. Because outside, we've not seen any player. Because even we are looking inward, Nwabali is inward because he's playing in Africa.
Yeah.
So as at that time, maybe by August, when we have the full second Super Eagles going for the CHAN tournament, maybe by then, the 3 goalkeepers, we can do a beam on them, see what they, and bring them to the Super Eagles. But unfortunately, right now, I don't think there's any top quality in the MPFL.
And the sad thing is that Eric doesn't have any window to gamble with.
Yeah, there's
He doesn't have any window to gamble with. The World Cup qualifier runs from March till November, and all of them are like must-win games.
Must-win games.
So he doesn't have any window. He doesn't have any friendly window to say, okay, let me try
this
Amas.
one.
Let me try Sochima. Let me try the Remo Stars goalkeeper. He doesn't have any window. Every game from now till the AFCON is a must-win for the Super Eagles.
And even talking about goalkeepers, something is like Nwabali, like after the tournament, I think we should actually table it. Like after the tournament he had, why is it that he didn't get a move outside Africa?
Goalkeepers from Africa hardly move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goalkeepers from Africa hardly move.
I think he's even...
If you don't move very early, they hardly move.
In your career, you hardly move. Okay.
And I think he's even...
Because I was always curious about that.
Yeah. And, immediately after the, AFCON, they gave me a new contract.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the deals in court is seen outside, because I don't think it will have that kind of AFCON. And there's no single club that will come from Europe.
Yeah, there
for
must
his
have been
signature.
offers, yeah.
Because South Africa pay well as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
immediately they increase. And remember, even during AFCON, when we were playing South Africa, the South African team actually supported the Nwabali over South Africa.
Yes.
So I think, maybe loyalty as well can actually fall through and maybe stay in Chipa United.
Interesting. Hopefully, we would have our own Agbonuvare, Peter Rufai, Ikesho Rumu, Vincent Yama all over again, because we don't get great goalkeepers. And it is very sad, say, at this point, that department, when they're very, very important, they had us. Talking about something very important, we have discussed extensively Kylian Mbappe, but it would appear like, at this point, he's now really very, very important for Real Madrid. And when it is time to step up, he does. Even though in the Madrid derby, they did not get the win. But, he was really very outstanding. Do you think that, as Ancelotti, as Real Madrid fans, you're looking at Mbappe now, you're saying that Mbappe, when we be in the ginger for, we don't get him now and our mind don't come? Or he still needs to do more?
No, he don't arrive.
He don't arrive.
Fully arrived.
16 goals.
21 games.
For the first time in a new club.
Wow.
People are talking about they drew against Atletico Madrid. The most informed team in the La Liga is Atletico Madrid.
No be lie.
Forget before they lost their last game, I think they won like 8 on the stretch. And for a Real Madrid who are doing chop and change, but for Mbappe, I think he has arrived.
Yeah, and I had an issue with this as well. Like when people were saying, when Mbappe was just like getting into motion when he changed position, and people were saying this is like basically the best player in the world. Well, himself and Vinny, right? And for me, I just personally think Cristiano at Manchester United was playing out wide, and he went to Madrid and he was able to convert and play up front. So I don't know why anybody was doubting that Mbappe at that level would not be able to play as a centre forward. So I think he's fully arrived. I feel like he's already having a great season, so I don't even need to say he's going to have a great season. He's already having a great season. And I think, by the way, Messi and Ronaldo are anomalies in football. Like people are always the cheat code. So someone scores 16 goals in 21 games. You're saying, it's not that great. You're saying it's not that great because you're thinking about Ronaldo levels. Yes. These guys are anomalies. We might not see them again in this generation.
Never.
So I think for our current generation and the crop of players that we have, I think Mbappe is having a great season.
As football fans, let us just enjoy this moment because, like Sheggz has said, that Ronaldo, Messi, we feel I doubt whether for our lifetime we go see.
There's no player now that can do 50 goals for 5 seasons. Are you
consistently?
Consistently, like.
Oh well, it's looking like Victor Gyökeres would actually do that
for 5 seasons.
Wait now, I'm
50 goals for 5 seasons.
Listen now, I'm saying he's looking.
Even Haaland self rest.
Victor Gyökeres has better goal scoring ratio now than Haaland.
He has to replicate this for 5 seasons.
He's actually. I know. I say that's why I said it is looking like he's actually. I think the leading scorer in Europe right now. Unfortunately, the Portuguese league is not amongst the top 5. I think their coefficient is less than the top 5 leagues. You understand? But he scored is it 22 or 24 in 24?
Yeah.
He scored. I think he scored 34 in 34.
Mbappe
has scored 16, right?
Sawa, you can.
No, I'm just saying. You
can have a blow season like Haaland. But I'm telling you, you have to do 50 goals for 5 seasons.
That's what I'm saying. It is looking like.
Because
that guy is a goals machine.
50 goals, 5 seasons. Ronaldo and Messi. You cannot compare them to anybody.
Do you know another thing? Yeah.
What?
Another thing is like Ronaldo and Messi. Like I think sometimes we always forget that another reason why they were so great is because competition makes you great.
The rivalry.
So
the rivalry.
Barcelona, Real Madrid, Ronaldo. I'm looking at Messi. Messi's looking at me. We're going for Ballon d'Or all the time. So that competition. competition is
you know
gonna.
the funny thing, like Sheggz, the competition brought something out of Messi. Should I tell you? It bust 81 goals in a calendar year.
I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Because they've scored goals to a point that we
You
now
have
need
to do something outrageous
How can someone score 81 goals?
in a calendar year and now 52 weekends, 9 day. No, 91, sef.
91. In one calendar.
And now 52 weekends day.
Ronaldo did 50 goals in 6 seasons consecutively.
Jesus
That was
Christ.
just crazy.
What?
You're gonna see the
unreal.
Let's
Watch out for my boy, Eucharist.
So
Watch out for
now you now
Eucharist.
see 16
I
in
go pay
21.
money. I go borrow Arsenal money.
You know
then
see
go sign
16 in
Eucharist.
21 from Mbappe, and people are sitting down and saying it's a flop.
But I don't think he has hit his full potential, anyways.
Yeah, of course.
I
you know,
don't think-
that, like
No,
we,
for sure.
we analyzed it now. This guy is coming from Monaco PSG to almighty Real Madrid, and he's hitting the ground running. 16 goals is 21. It's not easy.
Change position as well.
Yeah.
He's not good at playing back to goal. Most center forwards most teams that play one up top, most of the center forwards play back to goal.
Yeah.
Mbappe doesn't really play back to goal. So he's had to learn. He's actually learning whilst he's playing. That's
Very
the
true.
thing. So,
Interesting. As football lovers, let us just enjoy the moment. These guys are professionals and they give their all every time. Some of us will go just there and they don't say, my club. I remember that time we go to viewing center.
I go beat you.
We go beat you. I go beat you. I go beat you for your home. You know, easy. You get the way you go run round. Me, I just told them, make I come back from retirement. My bro. You get one ball when I nod. I first sit down, drink water. I know I don't too old like that.
You chill well and drink water.
Just give them props and give them respect. Now remember, you can join the conversation. You can share your thoughts and also make suggestions. And if we discuss your suggestions, you'd stand the chance to win. Now only Bet Nigeria the runner. Remember, Bet Nigeria has upped the ante, maximum payout 200 million. Chase your dreams. Boom! Go for the big one, no they go for small one. And do well to subscribe on YouTube at Bet Nigeria YouTube. I beg. So that you go to get the updates. And as we discuss I'm here, they say go to enter your body. Welcome to the Bet Boom segment where we share the most impressive Bet Boom slips. Now, tickets that are boomed on Bet Boom, courtesy of Bet Nigeria, can win up to ₦1 billion. Just think about them. You arrange games finish, you put your money, you go sleep. Bet Nigeria will call you and say, you are a good boy, you are a good girl. They'll come boom your ticket. Baba, this one no be church evidence day. And I go give una. We know they do waiting this or that, but we dey evidence day. Collect am. Make we start first with this person when we say the person stake 500,000 naira on 4.38 odds to win 2,192,000 naira. Bet Nigeria look say, wow, this person get mind. Then boom the ticket to 4,384,000 naira. 500,000 naira the person use and Bet Nigeria boom the ticket from the 2 million when the person is supposed to win to 4 million plus. Now, this next one, stake 50,000 naira on 1.78 odds to win 89,000. You know those games where you go look say, make I just put 50K here, make I collect 89,000. Bet Nigeria talk say, wow, for this year fate, I'm going to boom your ticket. Bet Nigeria boom that ticket to 890,000 naira in tenfold. Imagine say you want chop 89,000, you don't already prepare your mind for how you go to use that money buy fuel. But Bet Nigeria talk say, not just buy fuel, go and buy new generator. Pay your house rent, change your tires, let Valentine be sweet for you. 890,000 naira. Now only Bet Nigeria they run am. May I give you another one. This person, look, say, okay, I get 40,000. Make I stake am on 7.91 odds to win 303,208 naira. Bet Nigeria can look, say, wow, this is your 40,000. We will boom it for you. Bet Nigeria boom that ticket to 1,581,335 naira and 2 kobo. Bet Nigeria will even give you your kobo. Because give to Caesar will belong to Caesar. Bet Nigeria will give you your 2 kobo. Everything. Now only Bet Nigeria the runner. Then this person can stake 21,267 naira on 1.44 odds to win 30,605 naira 34 kobo. Bet Nigeria boom that ticket to 1,530,266 naira 99 kobo. Just think about them. 21,000 boomed to 1 million plus. Now this person own Neymar one share. This one carrying 100 naira. his select odds finish 59.50 odds. How much you want win? 5,950 naira. You want use 100 naira win 5,000. Bet Naija come talk say, because of this your confidence, we are going to boom your ticket. From 5,000 when this person is supposed to win, Bet Naija boom that ticket to 297,500. So you don't see the pattern. Whether na small money you use, Bet Naija go boom am. Whether na big money you use, Bet Naija go boom am. Remember to bet responsibly, and the money where you fit afford to lose, now you go put on top. Bet Naija go boom am for you. Now only Bet Naija they run am. What are you waiting for? Go on top of Bet Naija now. Go and play. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome to the Punters Corner. My team of pundits are going to break down interesting subjects, and you would learn and also, be informed. Let's begin first with that move by Marcus Rashford to Aston Villa. I'll begin with you, Sheggz, as a Manchester United fan. We had discussed extensively. The coach had said he would not field a player that he doesn't see him doing, something that is outstanding in training. Eventually, he's moved to Aston Villa. Do you think that this move is the right move for Marcus Rashford?
It's not a move that I wanted for Marcus Rashford, but it's a move that I support. And I think it shows me something about him that people are starting to doubt. There's a lot of things in the media in England saying he doesn't really care about football, his lifestyle, which personally, by the way, I think that they do this to black players all the time. Phil Foden goes across, buys his mum a house. They say, oh my God, well done, Phil. Marcus Rashford goes across, buys his mum a house. They say, oh my God, he's spending so much money. So I feel like they do that to black players. But regardless, I think going to Aston Villa shows that he wants to play football. It's not about the money. It's not about the lifestyle. He actually wants to hit the ground running, play football, and show people over the next few months before the season is done that, look, I'm still Marcus Rashford. I can still do this. By the way, Villa are playing amazing football right now. It's a great team to go into. They're literally pushing for Champions League. They're in the Champions League anyway, but they're pushing to be top four and be in the Champions League again next year. So I think it's going to be a good move for him. I don't think he'll stay there in the summer. I think I was looking at it, is it a loan to buy or is it just generally a loan for a few months? I don't think he'll stay there in the summer. I know that his preference was Barcelona, but due to their financial situation, I don't think they could make that move happen. And also, I also feel like our manager at United, Amorim, I genuinely feel like sometimes managers come into football clubs and then they basically want to make a scapegoat out of someone to make their point. It's how when Ten Hag came in and he had the issue with Ronaldo. Yeah. They want to make their point. Wait, what Ten Hag did with De Gea as well, where he basically said De Gea was our keeper for how many years, proved himself, did everything, and you just let him go like that. Mm-hmm. So I think, yes, maybe Rashford doesn't train well. He said Garnacho doesn't train well as well and all these things, but I think he really wanted to make a scapegoat, statement and prove himself and say, oh, the boss is here. So I think for Marcus, it's great. Go to Birmingham. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Birmingham is a nice city. He'll get away from Manchester as well, since people are speaking about the lifestyle, and play football over there, get a couple goals, and then get a big move in the summer. I don't think it's a bad move at all.
So do you think that he can come back to Manchester United? I know Sheggz is, his preference is Barcelona, their financial situation. But if he goes to Aston Villa and he does really very great, do you think he would just say, I have been with Manchester United for virtually all my life. Let me come back and prove to the fans.
I think that relationship is over.
Hey!
Yeah.
I think that relationship is done.
Just like that.
I think that
after all these years.
I think that relationship is done. I don't think anything can be remedied in that situation. I think Amorim doesn't want Rashford at Manchester United, just like he said. I mean, the scapegoats and all of that. He said literally that he would rather play his goalkeeper trainer, than play a player that doesn't give his maximum. That was why I asked that question specifically in our previous episode. Do you think Rashford has all of a sudden become a terrible player, a bad player? I personally don't think so. Toby said Rashford is a bad player, but I don't believe so. And I'm hoping that he actually proves himself at Villa. You understand? Because the numbers were not good. His numbers were not good in recent times, and I don't know why. But I am hoping that he proves himself at Aston Villa. And if he does, trust me, he's not going back to Manchester United. That relationship is over. I wouldn't even advise him to go back to Manchester United. If Amorim turns a new leaf tomorrow and says, oh, I'm sorry and all of that, I wouldn't advise him to go back to Manchester United, because you should never go back to your ex.
So he should go to Arsenal. He should go to Arsenal.
If you look at, let me just give you a glimpse. When he had his debut in the FA Cup and he posted, Sancho went to that post and said freedom.
Wow.
So that means
That's
there's-
Sancho
There is
when
something.
so that means
that's
there's-
Sancho when get all the freedom against Brighton. You don't say anything.
so that
You
means
go there whine
that
for
means there's
comment
something
section.
that's going on internally
that we don't know.
that we don't know. Look at Anthony. Left and won man of the match back to back at Real Betis. 1 goal in 2 games.
But they still lost.
No, that's what I'm saying. And he has won personally. He has never done that at Man United. And once a player posted a picture and your former player, your colleague in the previous club wrote freedom and now covered his face with the emoji, that shows there's a lot of things going on. So they need a fresh air. And like Sheggz said, I think it's a fresh environment for him. Villa playing good football. He's a pacey footballer, and I think I come good. And don't go back to Man United.
Don't go back. And moreover, Villa is a bigger club than Manchester
Because
United
we
right
can't-
now. Where is he going?
How
See,
now?
see,
How now?
no,
But
Villa is in the top 4. They're in the Champions League.
There's a lot
You
of
know?
things going on.
Yes?
Ronaldo did the birthday. 40. Look at what they posted.
Manchester United.
Yes. So there's a lot of bad eggs. There are a lot of things going on at the club that these players want to just leave. Like, you can't tell me Rashford is just a bad player all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
But I think the thing is, so I've never, every time I come here, I've never even tabled this Manchester United situation. I genuinely think, straight from the top, the Glazers, the board, that's why they brought in Ineos to like try and change things. I think Ineos have about 25% of the club. Like for me, like I want the Glazers out. I think you guys have seen seasons of football where Man United fans were saying Glazers out. I think it starts straight from the top. But the thing is, Manchester United is actually the biggest club in England. I know that's how I would joke and stuff, but it's generally
He's
the
an
biggest
Arsenal
club.
fan, we understand.
It's generally the biggest club in England. So it's a pressure-driven environment. I think, like, for example, I 100% think Marcus Rashford will play well in Villa. It's like when Sancho went to Chelsea and he's giving performances and people are shocked. It's not the same level of pressure. This is Manchester United. Like, the media-wise, it's crazy. Footballers play well based on confidence. So people are saying Rashford is a bad player now. He's not confident right now. So he's not going to play well. In Villa, he's not going to have that level of pressure that he has at Manchester United. He's going to regain his confidence. He's going to bang goals in and move somewhere else. Like you guys said, he shouldn't go back to his ex. I just think if I've been at a football club since I was 6-7 years of age and broke into the first team, had a couple banging seasons, and I'm basically like the face of the club at this point, and this is how they treat me, I would never ever go back. So I don't see a world where he should go back.
Interesting. Now, talking about going back to one's ex. Sorry. Talking about going back to one's ex. Neymar returned to Santos after 12 years. We not go talk say Santos now ex, maybe first love. But some people have looked at Neymar and have said, 12 years ago, a lot of people had high hopes about this young man. And people, said this guy would most likely win the coveted, FIFA Ballon d'Or, everything and anything. But if then they put names there, we know, say, Ronaldo and Messi really be then they out of this world. But Neymar no ever entered there. Do you think that he lived up to his potential? Or that Neymar that we had, love for 12 years ago and had all these expectations, we did not get to see that Neymar?
We didn't see it.
Chai.
Neymar spent 4 years at Santos from 2009 to 2013. He had 200 goal involvements in 225 games, 134 goals, 136 goals, 64 assists in 225 games in 4 years. The world was literally lining up for Neymar. Real Madrid, Barcelona, everybody was waiting. Neymar literally said that I will stay at Santos till so and so time.
They were waiting.
And they were waiting. Neymar came to Europe. Europe and Saudi joined together. 380 goal involvements across 12 years. Across 12 years.
Wow.
This guy did 200 in 4 years.
In 4 years for Santos.
Just 380 goal involvements across 12 years in Europe and Saudi put together. Every game in which Neymar was named in the matchday squad at Santos, between 2009 and 2013, he played in all of them. He was named 225 times in the matchday squad. He played in all 225 games. He's either subbed out later and all of that. And the guy was a star boy. And he had an almost injury-free run.
So what happened in Europe?
Baba, you know how much Neymar take come in Europe?
So now wetin come cause injury?
The
Let me tell you, see,
the lifestyle.
See, first, he went to Barcelona.
Yes.
There was competition, he needed to prove himself, and he proved himself. I personally think that Champions League Barcelona won that season with MSN, with Messi and Neymar. I think Neymar was more instrumental, especially that game against PSG, that comeback victory. I think it was more instrumental. I think his problem started with the move to PSG.
Exactly.
This whole Babas talk about, he was in Messi's shadow and all of that. Neymar would have given those guys a good run. I think his problem started with the move to PSG. There's so much money till today. That's the biggest transfer fee ever paid for a player. You understand? And then they were paying him crazy money. And all of a sudden, we started hearing injuries. Baba, you don't get injury for Brazil. You don't get injury for Spain. These are tougher leagues compared to the Ligue 1. And then started having injuries, this one, that one, blah, 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 blah. But I get as the money go reach, you go just to come out self con jog, you go get injury. You understand? So Neymar did not live up to his potential. Did not live up to his potential at all. I mean, if I go into the average minutes per goals while he was in Santos, you will see that the guy literally, we lost a gem. Everybody that predicted Neymar to be the next big thing, or someone to give him Ronaldo and Messi a fight, actually was right. In 4 years, look at what that guy did at Santos. But compare that to 12 years in Europe and Asia, and he did not even. No, come on, man. Neymar is a very big tragedy.
And I think decisions are everything. So like Sawa is saying about the move to PSG, I think you're at Barcelona, you're winning the Champions League, you're playing with Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Three of the that front line was crazy, and you guys are doing well, and then you want to go to PSG in Ligue 1. To be honest, like Ligue 1 is not even at the level of La Liga, especially at that time. It's like me now. I'm on Bet Nigeria. Why would I want to go to Sporty? They're not as big. It's pointless. I'm just being real. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So for me personally, I feel like that was the wrong decision, and it was downhill from there.
Yeah,
to be
downhill.
Honest.
Interesting.
It's very, when you listen to Messi interview, and there was so many, quotes from that interview, and he said something very critical. That he told Neymar that he should stay at Barcelona, that he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. That shows that there's a level of competition that will make you even do better. As at that time, you have MSN. As at that time, you have the Bale, the Ronaldo, and the Benzema on the other side. And, it triggers, like, Sheggz said, competition triggers you. You want to compete, you want to do well, and you go up. And all of a sudden, £250 million came from, and you left. And I think, unfortunately, even if nobody will ever reject that deal. Messi said they were, I think in the bedroom, they talked for so long. But when you have your dad is your agent, there's no way don't. And I think
family money.
And I think PSG is a lesser competition to, and you are coming from winning the Champions League to PSG. I think that was where everything ends. But when it comes to the talent, we can still see here with what we've seen just a little bit that is the next big thing that could have happened after Messi and Ronaldo.
Wow.
With all of his shakara, Neymar is the all-time leading scorer in Brazil.
Yes.
With all of the injury, layoffs, this one, that one. You don't ever see Neymar when he won't play football.
And he was the one that even broke the jinx of the
Olympics. That's what I wanted to say. You don't see Neymar when Neymar won't play football. You know, say sometimes footballers, they say, I want to play this game. I read a story. I don't know how true it is. I read a story about the famous El Clasico that Ronaldinho was applauded at the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
I read a story of how he was actually calling the players before the match day, to ginger them up ahead of that game, that day. So something like, Baba, I see this match
particular
tomorrow.
one won't play, so
I won't play this match tomorrow. So guy, come out to come play ball.
Confirm.
Something like that. And that day, the whole world knew that Ronaldinho play football. I'll take you back to Euro 2000. Portugal, France, Zidane, Figo. Go and watch those guys again. You go not say, you get some kind of matches where footballers, they say, today.
You see this one?
One plan. So Neymar, go and watch Neymar at the Olympics. When he wants to play football, go and watch him. If he wants to play football, the guy
from day one, they said they have to win this
tournament.
They win this tournament.
And they won the tournament for the first time in their history. And they won the tournament.
Interesting. Neymar, we wish you all the best. Talking about potential, now let's talk about Aston Villa. Secure the services of Unai Emery, who has brought his expertise to bear, and we are seeing the results. But he gets some kind of business when Aston Villa they do. When they make people, they ask, say, this Aston Villa, they're ambitious, they're serious. John Duran, gone. Alex Moreno, gone. Boubacar Kamara, gone. Diaby. They don't sell some players. When people they talk, say, this team, when we even think, say, they go crack top 6. They're in the Champions League. Automatic qualifications for the knockout phase. Why it can't be like, say, some of these teams, when then they raise people hope, they can't remember, say, we small. Let's go back to who we are. Do you think that's what it is? Or they're just cashing out now because this is a good opportunity for them?
I don't think, even if Aston Villa is doing well, they're in the Champions League, they're in the top 4 position, blah, blah, blah. I think the players are still looking at the bigger clubs to go to.
Chai.
And there's still money. That's clubs with bigger money than them. Look at Diaby. He was doing very well. Saudi Arabia came with big money. He leaves. I don't think you can be maybe in Man United or in your 2022 in Man United or Arsenal and a club will come from Saudi Arabia and will buy you because you'll be getting your wages at that level. Look at Duran. Duran was doing well, scoring goals, and all of a sudden we heard that it's just £30,000 per week. If there's Arsenal that comes with 60, it will move to Arsenal.
True.
So that means they are doing well, but financially they are not doing well. Club will come to poach their players and they will leave. They have Diaby, they have Duran, and the players they are bringing now. I just look at Asensio. Asensio came, and I heard that it's only PSG that is clearing all the wages. I heard that they are doing 50-50 for Rashford, so they can't afford that money. That's what the fact that they are up there. So their top players will always be a subject to all these big clubs to buy them off.
So the thing is, I agree with what Pooja is saying about players wanting to move to bigger clubs. And I want to come from the angle of a chairman of a football club. Most chairmen that own football clubs are businessmen. They are here to make money. We always speak about Spurs. So I was basically speaking about how the Spurs even want to win a trophy. Daniel Levy basically sacked Mourinho before a final. This is somebody that wins finals. We know this is what he does. Daniel Levy is one of the number 1 businessmen in football. Like if you actually look at Spurs and their numbers, like when the FA and everybody drops the numbers, just go and check out Spurs' numbers. Business-wise, he's on point. So I feel like with a club like Villa, at the end of the day, if somebody's coming in for John Duran saying 70 million, how many people watch a Villa game? How many people come into the stadium? How much do they make on ticket sales? These are the numbers that a chairman is looking at. He's not looking at us, what we like, or this one is tapping ball. Nah, he's looking at, are we profitable? Are we making money? So I feel like that's a massive factor in football. So at the end of the day, if they're doing well at the level they're doing well right now, they're now going to also make money, which is why they're getting rid of these players. Obviously, the players want to move as well, for sure. But at the same time, it's a business at the end of the day.
But they didn't do badly.
Well,
you check the players that left. Check the players that came in.
Yeah, they replaced them, yeah.
Effectively.
But you're looking at the players that came in, and those players will most likely
They will not
stay longer than the period that they are going on loan.
See, Jean Duran was not first choice striker. And it wasn't looking like he was going to be first choice. Because whether you like it or not, Oli Watkins is still first choice striker. You understand? And if it comes to sacrificing one person, they can easily sacrifice Jean Duran. And now you sacrifice Jean Duran, you're getting Rashford and Asensio. They more than make up for Jean Duran's absence. You might say right now the numbers are not, matching up. Rashford's numbers and Duran's numbers. And Duran seems like a player in form. But Rashford coming in with that reputation, Asensio coming in with the reputation he's coming in. I think the squad is stronger. You have Rodgers that is actually playing well, that can actually fill in for Jean Duran's absence. Before they let Kamara go, they had already gotten Onana from Everton. And the guy is doing very well. They did good business in the transfer, both in the summer and in January. I think they brought in Axel Disasi as well. They filled most of these departments. I think some of these guys are guys that they can actually say, okay, let's let go of these guys. They brought in like 4 or 5 players this January as well. So they can afford to let Jean Duran go. They can afford to let Kamara and the rest of them move because they have more than made up for their absence already. Yes, they may not have the money. They might not be amongst the big boys when it comes to flexing financial muscles and all of that. But I think they've done smart business in the 2 transfer windows in this particular 2024-2025 season, and I don't think they would suffer. I think they will go, but they will shoot back. They might even shoot back into the top 4.
I think Sawa is so right because like somebody came in for Ollie Watkins, right?
Yeah,
and they didn't sell him.
Arsenal,
so,
we had Arsenal wanted because they knew that this is okay. Right now, Ollie Watkins is the only out and out centre forward right now. With the absence of Jean Duran, he's the only out and out centre forward. I don't think Unai Emery would want to deploy Marcus Rashford in that position, but if he chooses to, maybe. Ollie Watkins is the only natural centre forward at Aston Villa right now. But then you also have a smart player in Asensio. I'm not even talking about Rashford. In Asensio, that can come in and also, give you, if you want to play the false 9, the whatever, he can also come in and do that for you as well. So they've done smart business, in my opinion. So they wouldn't miss the guys that are leaving.
But as now, I get mind, now go the price Ollie Watkins. If they tell us say when I carry money, now if you buy him.
Ollie Watkins is worth 40 million. Now waiting Arsenal get to Debu. That's 60 when I hear and I just over this year. That's 60 when I say Arsenal drop now. Ollie Watkins is 40. Is worth 40.
They don't call us.
See, they would have let that guy go. The release was that it was late, very late in the window, right?
Why did you people go late?
Ollie Watkins, just imagine say your top striker and Arsenal fan. Ollie Watkins is Arsenal fan.
Everybody now fan of club when they come for them.
A lot of them
that's what they be. Even John Duran saying be fan of Arsenal.
See, you don't hear Igalo story. When Mayu come for Igalo, you don't hear Igalo story.
Interesting.
When he say anything when I want to do, when I make this deal happen.
That's true. So let's talk about games that we're looking forward to. 2 people with the penchant for giveaway. Manchester United against Spurs. These are teams where we say right now, if they gather all of us whether feature on the Home Talk podcast, say make we go Trafford. I did very sure say we not go fear. If we play Spurs, I did very sure say we not go fear. Now these 2 teams now, they play against each other. Let's do like a preview of this game. Anything interesting to expect?
From 13 and 14.
I think right now, just based on the injuries, I think defensively Spurs are just so poor. And honestly, Ange as well, he plays expansive football. And it was working at the start of the season where they were scoring loads of goals and stuff. He plays expansive football. So I genuinely think Manchester United, we have a chance. Especially coming off the good result that we just had, even if we were lucky and stuff. So I feel like we're going in on a high. I see us winning the game.
Interesting. Pooja.
It's 2 managers that don't want to compromise their philosophy. Amorim have said, if there's no skill set, I'm going to stick with my philosophy 3 at the back. And he has been using it. Anche said, no, there's no way. I won't play defensive football. I will play expansive football. All out. Just the run, they go. I will not change my formation for any team. Sometimes, managers screen the opponent and feel like, okay, let me shock some places. But, he has said, no, I'm going to play the way I'm going to play. I'm not going to respect any player. So it's going to be a game of freedom. But Mali. Both teams are going to play their normal football. It's to be entertaining, a lot of goals, because now Martinez is injured. There's the back. Euro is not doing badly, but it's not on that level as well. We still don't go against them. Leicester, I feel like it's strong, but by the end of the day, the 2 teams are going to play their philosophy, and it's a game that we're going to enjoy.
Sadly, these are 2 teams that even if they're playing against Ikorodu, I will not bet on them winning Ikorodu as it stands now. I will not bet on Man U winning Ikorodu. I will not bet on Tottenham winning Ikorodu because they are just too poor this season. You understand? But I think Tottenham is even the better of the both teams. They might be 2 points behind Manchester United.
Tottenham is better.
Yeah, they're better. They're better.
Manchester
United just hates United.
Let's not.
Hates United.
This is not hatred. This is not hatred. Man U has been playing arguably the most terrible football of all of the teams in Premier League this season.
Even worse than Spurs.
Yes, worse football than Spurs. He said something about entertaining. If there's any entertainment in that game, it will come from Spurs and not Manchester United. Manchester United have been far from entertaining. And if you remove your fanship bias, you would know that Manchester United, sadly, Manchester United's football has been horribly terrible. Let me merge them together. Horribly terrible. It's been horribly terrible. Even Manchester United fans know this for a fact. You understand? They play the more boring football amongst the both teams. That's why I say Spurs are a better team. You know, both of them are firmly, I think 13th, 14th, both of them on the table, 2 points behind Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur. But then, how confident are you, even Man U against Ipswich, that Man U would win? That's the point I'm trying to make. So, going into that game, who they home, Seth? Who they home for that match? Now, Man U they home for that match.
Old Trafford, bro.
Now, Old Trafford, the leak. The roof, the leak. Already, everything for the leak. So, see, I can make a bet now. Spurs will win that match.
Abba. No, now.
Against Manchester
It's
United.
not possible. It's not possible.
Spurs will win that match.
All those comeback, work against Spurs.
No, Spurs no go beat Manchester United. Spurs get serious problem.
Man, you get serious problem.
Wait, Man, you get serious problems.
Yes.
Spurs get. But Man, you get the people when go fit at least, even if now 1-0.
See,
Ahmad, they there now. Even if now 1-0. Even if now 1-0.
Don't get Kulusevski.
They get some.
Son no they shine
Don't
again.
get Kulusevski.
Son no they shine again.
When last Ahmad shine?
At least once.
When last in
Against Southampton. Southampton, the bottom of the table.
Garnacho unko.
Garnacho.
You know, see I'm against Leicester.
No worry
Those
now.
crazy runs.
I said Spurs go beat Manchester
Even if
United.
the Harry Maguire, Man, you go beat Spurs.
Okay,
We
no
go
wahala.
score.
We do.
What are we saying?
Man, you shouldn't fall my hand.
Please share your thoughts. Manchester United against Tottenham Hotspur. Still another interesting game to look forward to. Newcastle welcome Manchester City. And if there is anybody that is desperate to play against Pep Guardiola, it will definitely be the Magpies.
Eddie.
Yes. Because this is not good time to play. This is not good time to play
Man City.
You know, say Madrid still they hang. You know, at the Madrid fever. They hang around them. Exactly. And also, you can still get Newcastle. So what do you think of that game, Pooja?
Well, I think if you look at Newcastle, I think they're in good form. 2 games in like 4 days. They won, get to the Carabao Cup final, qualify for the next round.
Knocked out Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Continue,
They played Arsenal with clean sheets. Oh my way.
No, they were a better side. Like I tweeted that.
No need to explain. Don't need to
Shalaye FC.
That's what they explain.
I don't understand. They talk clean sheets. What they explain?
What they explain?
What like you don't score goal now.
What they explain?
Shine.
So they're in high confidence. If you look at Man City, I don't think they've caught the corner. I don't think if a big team or a normal team play them, I think they're going to rattle them. Club will score them first because they're not the bigger side they won. A team from League 2, Leighton Orient, score them first. They score because, of course, they are much quality. But if they are playing against a Newcastle side, who are looking like they're on the uprising and they can get to the top 4. Because if you look at Newcastle as well, they started the season badly. And the circumstances are very good for them. Final of the Carabao Cup, so they're in good form. So for Man City at Etihad, we've seen him gone to the Etihad this season, played Man City and played them to the park. And anything that can do it now with Isak in incredible form, Bruno Guimaraes, we have all these guys, even Tonali, they can shock Man City. And this is a better time to take that point. Look at what Arsenal did to Man City. They almost killed Man City.
They did. They killed them.
You listen to a Finevian saying maybe Arsenal later respected Man City because it could have been 8-1.
Yes.
It was so open. So if a Newcastle that defeated the Arsenal can go to Man City or do a Man City like that, they can take respect from that and say, okay, fine. If Arsenal can do this for them, we can take 3 points at the Etihad.
And by the way, just so people are going to come for me in the comments, I genuinely think Isak is like probably the best striker in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Nobody will come for you.
I think he's the best striker in the Prem.
Whether genuinely or not genuinely, Isak is
Prem.
currently the best striker in the Premier League.
Best
The
striker in the Prem.
control for that his goal,
Sheggz.
for the first goal, not his goal.
Yeah.
The control. I mean, he stole the ball first from Saliba, and then that pass was actually a heavy pass. But he managed to keep that ball down with his right thigh and then kept that ball up. See the left spin. The Arutu will know now.
If any fan,
The guy is a fantastic player.
If any club fan say, just ask Arsenal fan. Isak is that Drogba now.
Isak is best striker in the Premier. I'm happy. You guys know ball. We know
he's
ball
doing
here.
well now.
Yeah.
He's doing well. It's a season. I said this here before that
Isak
there's always
is-
a point in
Isak
time
is
for
Arsenal
you.
Drogba now.
Everything. No, they mention Arsenal.
No,
Don't mention
Drogba.
Arsenal.
Anyway, you see, now he go score now. Don't forget.
Okay.
This celebration.
No,
that year.
wahala. No, but he's doing well. Newcastle, you expect them to get a result against Manchester City. But then, it's quick to point. No two football games are the same.
True.
Nottingham Forest beat this guy 7-0, right? Is it Bournemouth? I mean, who?
Brighton.
I think Brighton beat Bournemouth 5-0. You understand? No two football games are the same. So the fact that Arsenal beat Man City 5-1.
Arsenal fan, they always get.
The fact that Arsenal beat Arsenal is not a guarantee that and Newcastle beat Arsenal 4-0 across 2 legs. It's not a guarantee, or 5-0 across 3 legs, because Arsenal have not scored a goal against Newcastle this season across 3 meetings. You understand? They've not managed a single goal against them. 1-0 in the Premier League, 2-0, 2-0 in Carabao Cup, and all of that. So that is not a guarantee that they will beat Manchester City. Don't worry. You know, so that's not a guarantee that they will beat Manchester City. Manchester City might just turn up. On the day, even though I'm saying that I'm finding it very difficult to believe that they can do anything against Newcastle.
Talking about somebody who has turned up every weekend this season, and it's not every time we get to discuss Nigerian players every weekend. Ola Aina, very important for Forest, and it just can't be like, say, the glory days of, say, we get one player when we trust, say, some of the big teams go don't begin to reason the boy now. What do you have to say about his performance this season and how instrumental he is for Nottingham Forest?
I think Ola was always loading. I think he was always loading. He has a lot of talent, both footed, left foot, right foot. He's so good attacking. He's good defensively as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like he was always loading. So for me, I'm just happy that, you know, a lot of footballers don't reach their full potential. And I think he's at the right age. This is his prime now. So I'm just happy for him that he's like finally reaching his full potential. I also feel like he's playing in an amazing squad. It's a squad where if you look at Forest squad, there's nobody with like big egos. Everybody, you could tell that the changing room, it's a vibe. Everybody likes each other, they can talk. And that's massive, like in football. Like if you have a good changing room, it's massive. So I feel like from the boys like Anthony Elanga, like all of them, you could tell they're friends. So I feel like that's helping his football as well. And like, obviously we're Nigerians, I'm hoping that he can transfer that form into like playing for the national team. But I feel like if you actually watch Ola Aina over the years from when he was at other teams, Fulham, etc., he was always on the way to this position.
Yeah.
Interesting. Ola Aina, we wish you all the best. Just continue.
You need him at the World Cup qualifier.
Yes. We are very sure. We are very
That's
sure.
the thing.
And you know,
Can't
see,
be one come.
make you talk her for and you know you see all those crosses they give Chris Wood, make it they give all those Osimhen too.
Very true.
Make them do 2, they score when you give them.
You know they give them.
Make they score.
Make it start to the give
because
them now.
I know Sabi give passes. You remember that in back heel pass to Odioni Gallo against Cameroon in the round of 16.
Now wait till we talk.
But that pass now magician pass.
Make it they load them.
Make they score when you load them.
Because we go have Ola Aina, we go have Taiwo Awoniyi, Osimhen who can nod.
Jump.
So Chris Wood will feel nod. So as they load Chris Wood, this World Cup qualifier, where Sawa no believe.
So guys, I beg, make una dig deep, make una help us so that at least Sawa, no be say Sawa say e no possible, but he say make we not really put mind.
But we
And
no put mouth.
if we put mind, all of us go still celebrate am. I beg, talking about celebration, no need to dey go for small odds and small money. 200 million, I bet that just be maximum payout. Do you know what it means to say you can win up to 200 million and we will pay you? Now only bet Nigeria they run am. So wake up as you they sleep, they see games. Wake up, follow am, and boom, 200 million. Remember to subscribe on YouTube so that as we they drop, they get the information and you self go to enjoy everything they do.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing BetBoom. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Naija.
Welcome to the Hot Tip segment where we reel out games that we look forward to this weekend. As football lovers, we are super excited every time it is the weekend. And it gets some kind of games where we say they make our belly they sweet. For Chelsea fans, Friday feel not good for una because you are playing against Brighton again. Still in the English Premier League, There is Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. If Fulham no careful, things go Fulham. Leicester City play Arsenal. And there is also that game, that interesting game that a lot of people are going to be looking forward to. And that is Manchester City against Newcastle. On Sunday, Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United. In the Spanish La Liga, Atletico Madrid would be looking to whether leapfrog Real Madrid to first position. And so they would welcome Celta Vigo. There is Barcelona against Rayo Vallecano, and I'm very certain that Madrid will want to quickly dispatch Osasuna away. In the Serie A, you have Atalanta against Cagliari. Shout out to our boy. Get well soon. Ademola Lookman. There's AC Milan versus Verona. Lazio versus Napoli. Napoli also need to be very, very careful because they don't day 2 day or too much. Draw. And there's also Juventus versus Inter Milan. In the Bundesliga, everything to play for. Our boy, Victor Boniface, against Harry Kane. Hopefully, Victor Boniface will emerge triumphant. So as football lovers, I'm very certain that you're looking forward to these games and you would have an amazing experience.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing BetBoom. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Naija.
Welcome back to the Home Turf Podcast. This segment is called the Bet Naija Sure Banker. And my pundits are going to wear their thinking cap and we'll discuss 7 games before we do more than 7. But Bet Naija say we'll do 7. And we go just gather them together, we'll give them to Una. Una know say we don't win too, kwa. And our good luck charm day here, Pooja. Hopefully, as Pooja and Sheggz come together, it go boom. Now let's go straight into the games. What I'll do is, I'll just reel out these games and I'll see if you agree with me and you would want us to go for such games. Let's look at Aston Villa against Ipswich Town. Aston Villa, they score. Ipswich safe. No be that they score against their sets.
They do on survival mode, and if they don't score, if you don't score, what do you want to play?
So do we do both teams to score?
No.
Or safe
Over 1.5.
Okay, over 1.5. Okay,
yeah.
so Aston Villa versus Ipswich Town over 1.5. Now, Atletico Madrid play host to Celta Vigo. Atletico straight win.
They have to bounce back to winning ways. I think home win and a half.
Home win it a half.
They're in form. Yeah.
Alvarez.
Yeah, they can win it a half.
Home win it a half. So we know we did very sure say whether na first half, whether na second half.
And let
then
them
go
win
feel
one.
win.
Yeah,
Okay.
home win.
Home win either half. So Barcelona against Rayo Vallecano. This one person will do over 4.5. Oh.
Barcelona to win now.
Straight win.
We have to think
Halftime
about
win.
it.
Halftime win. Or to be
Should we
safe.
do halftime win?
To be safe.
For better odd, we can do halftime win.
But as
let's
we are doing
do
that,
No.
to be safe.
I think we should just do straight
win,
win.
Because they don't win against Sevilla, they don't win first half.
Exactly.
Not true.
I want what they play. Oh.
Then Atalanta versus Cagliari. Atalanta.
I
Look,
don't like
they're
Serie A
hot.
games. I always say that.
Yeah.
I don't like Serie A
but
games.
let's go Atlanta win.
Atlanta straight win.
Atlanta
At
straight
home,
win.
90 minutes. Let's
Atlanta
focus.
straight win.
Okay, then AC Milan Verona.
I think winning the half. AC Milan,
AC Milan
they are-
to win it a half.
they win the half.
AC Milan win it a half.
They are not that consistent, so I
But,
think they can give
okay.
this one half.
AC Milan win it a half.
Yeah.
Liverpool versus Wolves.
Tricky. Relegation fight don't start to.
You don't start to.
You don't start to.
But you know, say that first position where Liverpool
And
they never go
Liverpool-
take and play
Liverpool at Anfield.
at Anfield. Do we do home win it a half?
There are two things to this game now. Liverpool have a very crucial game against Newcastle United. I don't know if Arne Slot will start a stronger team against Wolves. He might just look at it that, Wolves bottom of the table, or they are closer to the bottom, right?
Yeah.
He might look at it, okay, I can afford to start XYZ players, and Wolves will just go catch them bad side.
I don't.
For Anfield.
I would personally go over 1.5.
Yeah,
If
over
I- yeah,
1.5.
over 1.5. So I was like, if I was
Okay,
going
over
over
1.5. All right,
yeah,
over 1.5. Then Bayer Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich.
Goals game.
Goes.
Over 2.
Over 2.5.
Over 2.5.
Over 2.5.
Yeah, over
3 goals for that game, he's supposed.
Yeah.
Now, Bayern Leverkusen, they house.
Now Leverkusen in the house.
If you play 2-2.
They go
Over 2.5.
Okay.
They go boss
Over
themselves.
2.5. Okay, interesting. So we go put the code on top of the screen. May the odds be in our favor. Just go on top of Bet Naija, go arrange up. Boom! Our good luck champ day here. Sheggz day here.
Welcome to
Boom! Welcome to the Prediction Guru segment. For this segment, now you go show us, say, you sabi ball. Now. We know say some people go come, they will talk, say, una go just come, una go talk, say, una they give us games. Waiting the game be. Now lie. You now, for this Prediction Guru segment, all you need to do now to predict the outcome of 3 games when we say I go give you. Before now 5. Bet Naija can look, say, people are not winning. Let us do only 3 so that people can win. And to make it better, it is just to tell me the outcome of the games. You know, say before we go talk, say make you predict the correct scoreline. This time, win, lose, or draw. I go give you 3 games. You go tell me which one go win, which one go lose, which one go draw. Come on, mind, oh. People, they win, oh. People, they collect gift, oh. Bet Naija, they shock people, oh. Make I give una the games. Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. Bayer Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich. And finally, Juventus versus Inter Milan. Tell me the outcome of these 3 games. Which of the teams go win? Which of these games we end in draw? And which team go lose? Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. Bayer Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich. And Juventus versus Inter Milan. Go and predict. Boom! 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 Sawa, congratulations. You talk say Arsenal go beat Man City.
No, see.
It's
Shebi,
okay. Don't blow your trumpet.
They're supposed to buy me lunch.
It's okay. It's okay.
They're supposed to buy me lunch.
No, but you know, say that will be like prophecy. You talk say it will be a very comfortable
Very
win.
comfortable.
I don't believe say Arsenal go fit beat Man City.
You know the funny thing.
Mm-hmm.
When he talked about Arsenal beating a team, he said comfortably. But when a team is playing, Newcastle is playing Man City, he said, you know, football, anything can happen.
Anything can
Football.
happen. Okay.
Anything can happen.
You know,
When it comes to
analysis, like forecasting, you will look, say, okay, where this guy they right now? No, I get them before. I get them before no property. Where this guy they right now? Where this guy they right now? With the form where this guy they right now.
Exactly.
You know, if I want to Nigerian players transfer news now, I know can't go to meet Fabrizio when Pooja day because of his current form.
Let's give it to you. Okay, interesting. So this would be a good time to draw the curtains on the show. Thank you so very much, Sheggz Olumo. Thank you very much, Pooja. Thank you very much, Sawadinho, the Arsenal man. Every week you represent.
Sheggz made them give me season ticket.
Yes.
Very important.
Season ticket is needed. Yeah,
Arsenal,
season
please.
ticket is needed. Arsenal, he needs a season ticket. Trust me. Your biggest fan.
Come rain, come shine.
Trust me.
The guy to believe in I give us season
if
ticket.
I want to spoil the kidney because he know say Arteta get mouth. He know like Arteta. And Arteta fit make things happen. Because this one a transfer to UK.
That's true.
So as you don't like Arteta,
We go settle.
Now go settle for pitch side. So special thanks also to Bet Naija Foundation. What the Bet Naija Foundation they do? Not be small thing. People when be say need help, support, students, undergraduates, Bet Naija. People will be say they need help, they need support. Undergraduate students, Bet Naija Foundation day for them. Widows, Bet Naija Foundation day for them. Orphans, Bet Naija Foundation day for them. People when they do small business, we need small money, Bet Naija Foundation day for them. All these people they do handwork, Bet Naija Foundation day for them. Bet Naija Foundation as soon as they do this good work, God go continue to dey bless una. The oil when they una head no go dry, una company no go burn. Let's continue to do more because una they bet on people and una they transform lives. Bet Naija Foundation, betting on you, transforming lives.
And we're
Thank you so
genuinely
much.
transforming lives.
Transforming lives, genuinely.
Like, you know, we had like a session where basically we got mentors to come out to the foundation to speak to like graduates that are applying for work to help the graduates understand. Look, this is how you get work. This is how you do your CV. This is like where you can intern. These are the type of jobs you should do. And like it was such a great day. Like we were there like 2-3 hours and there were so many people that were genuinely impacted, and after like a couple months you could tell people went on to different jobs, they found their fields, because a lot of new grads, they don't really know exactly what field they want to chase. Somebody knows they studied law, they don't know if they actually want to be a lawyer, so they don't know if they actually want to practice. So I just feel like they're genuinely transforming lives, helping people. So You guys should get
Bet
in touch.
Naija Foundation. They give people direction. Foundation, direction.
Don't leave me.
Don't leave me.
They go fit help people wey dey second finish first. They go fit help people wey dey second finish first.
Man, you really need that help. May they help man you with ladder.
Remember, you come on for page 2.
And they
Go
tell
page
you,
1.
boom, boom, boom.